Yeah, I just finished eating at Jollibee's after doing my live stream this morning and wound up going straight back to the condo. So this will actually make kind of a neat video. Here I was actually debating on whether or not I wanted to go out, but after seeing a couple of bikes get by that cab, I realized there was more than enough space for me to get by there without a problem. And that guy kind of showed me that there's a way around it as well. Yeah, that's one thing that's really nice about the Philippines is lane splitting is not only allowed, it's perfectly accepted and kind of expected from scooters and motorcycles. Now this is one of the few lights here that doesn't have one of those countdown timers. Most of those are getting them. Most of these intersections are getting those countdown timers. It's amazing how traffic merges together here and does so without killing people on a regular basis. Coming up here on the right is the Rusi dealer. Alright, there he is. And it's up here on the left, that big building is the street that you go down to go back to the place we're going to be renting here soon. Now coming up on the left again, you're going to see Capitol Site just as we make this turn. This street does back-to-back 90s like that and goes around the Capitol Site. Yeah, you can't see the Capitol Site, but we're actually at the corner of where the state cap or provincial capital for Cebu is. Again, gotta love the lane splitting here. Yeah, but you gotta watch out for trees in the road too. There's a couple places on a national highway the trees are actually in the curb lane. Yeah, this guy stalled out as he tried to get out, tried to take off. Now, I realize this video isn't going to be quite as nice or quite as interesting as when I managed to get out to the province and get out to some of the rural roads and start winding some of those. That those are beautiful trips, but these are kind of fun to do as video. Yeah, watch out for the traffic. Because of things like that these are kind of interesting to do for motovlogs as well. Just letting people see what the traffic is like in another country. Yeah, it took me a minute to realize on this light that the curb lane was actually empty. Now the camera that I'm using is actually mounted on top of the disc brake reservoir on the handlebars. That I tried to find some place to mount it that was a decent mount, and there just isn't. So I managed to get a GoPro mount and stuck it on top of the brake reservoir. That's part of the reason why there's a little bit of lean in the camera. Yeah, people here realize that they do not have right of way, so they try to get across the street as quick as possible. coming up here is Fuentes Asmeño Circle. That it's an old circle. There was a photo that went around on Facebook of 1938 when it was being put in. It's been here just shy of forever. Yeah, coming up here in a second, you can see part of the reason why it's a little bit hazardous. Yeah, right there. That guy came out of nowhere and just kind of too quickly for me. Surprised me rather badly. There we go, got off that circle. Now this is Mango Avenue. I think there's actually a different name for it, but it's Mango Avenue. And this is the famous Mango Square area. That across the intersection on the left-hand side is an area that used to be known for its parties and for its nightclubs and just its social scene, but it got a bit of a reputation. And I guess the last mayor, from talking with the Amazing Philippines channel, that the last mayor came in and tried to quote clean up the area, and so a lot of the less reputable clubs, or more reputable depending on your perspective, have been encouraged to go elsewhere, and I guess they're outside of Cebu City now. Up on the right is at Horizons 101 Tower. That it's a huge new condo development here in Cebu City, and it's a pretty high-end, pretty nice place. But like a lot of them, that we almost moved there instead of here at Queensland, and that they're kind of crazy obsessive about their requirements to move in, so we decided to pass on it. The large building on the left is Iglesia Ni Cristo Church. That there's a bunch of them here. That was a popular religious movement that came up. I actually turned here instead of going all the way down to Ramen Street for some reason. And this is kind of a neat way, and it gets you off the main street a little bit quicker. And I kind of like exploring some of these back roads anyhow, but this one we've been down repeatedly. Yeah, I almost made a wrong turn right there. That's when I was realizing, that I hadn't seen this new hotel. Yeah, there's not really street signs anywhere. That they're very scarce. Although there are some, so you learn to drive by landmark more than street sign. Coming up here on the left is a pair of consulates for the Romania and another European country. And right here's our turn getting back to Queensland. Yeah, I come to a stop at this intersection pretty much because there are no stop signs, and it's a little bit out of line from people coming from the left, so I make sure there's no traffic before I leave, before I pull into the intersection. Right, wrong, or indifferent, I know who's going to lose that confrontation. So on a scooter, on a bike, and even when I'm in sunshine, I make sure to come to us, make sure that if there's nobody coming. And here we are back at Queensland. Enjoy, and thanks for coming along on the ride. Have a good day. Bye-bye.